Hey, yo, what's up?
How's it going?
It is another great day here at UM-Flint Esports. It's another broadcast, and we're flying ahead here in Vehicle City. We're going to start out with some Rocket League here today on this glorious Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to get into Rocket League today. It's been a while since I've played it, a while since I've watched it, so I mean, can't wait to see. I mean, I know I have high expectations for our boys, especially after everything I've seen from them when we went to that LAN back in oh god, when even was that?
When was that?
Oh man.
True, it was like during like kind of a first semester, just almost in the fall. I think it was like November. I could be totally wrong, but oh man, yeah, that was quite the time. The resilience of this team for absolute sure. Good time here. SUNY Poly actually being one of the kind of teams to beat here, and yeah, it's very, very important that UM-Flint kind of get a nice start here already with the kickoff going over onto UM-Flint's side, needing to make a bit of an answer with quite the beginning start. Poly really putting in that offensive.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we've got some good offense going to start this out. Gonna clear into the corner over to Icy. He's gonna control it well, get past one defender, and gonna pop it up. No one's there to quite follow yet, but JS will stay on it. Gonna look to get it into this corner. It's gonna get cleared out though. Saturn gonna get a touch, but not quite enough. It's just gonna be continuously contested in midfield here. Not a whole lot of pressure from either team yet. Nothing too scary going on.
As JS and Possess 4 kind of stuck there as Saturn passes it downfield, and it is that first goal that erupts this entire stadium.
I mean, yeah, I think that's just a really good 50 coming in from JS, and then Saturn's there to follow it up. The enemy team just isn't quite expecting it this early in the game, so I mean, it's a great start coming in from UM-Flint.
Just right off the bat, not needing to warm this one up. These guys already coming in pretty hot here on this orange side.
Ooh, that's not a great touch coming in from Possessed 4 because they go towards the net. Saved by Echo, though.
Very nicely centered, too. UM-Flint really giving SUNY Poly a lot to worry about. Heart rate is definitely not low on that blue side.
Definitely not. I mean, it's going to continue to stay on their side as well. They're going to have to get this out soon if they want any chance of actually getting this goal back. And
yeah, I see working super nice on that counter offensive. Randy be pushing it over. And Icy still working on this counter offensive. Super, super good.
They can do. Jay's gonna find a demo, and it's Saturn tapping it off the back wall and into the top left, sending UM-Flint up 2-0 at the start of this first game.
Very, very nice, Saturn. What? I mean, this guy's activated.
Yeah, he's going for it. You know, I mean, a great way to start the season here.
Yeah, SUNY Poly definitely need to kind of respond to just this absolute push from UM-Flint, continuously finding these holes in the defense as they continue to try and work this ball, try and regain possession. Every time they seem to have an angle onto UM-Flint's side, Saturn just gets so much space on that right side, and it's that hole there that I think the rotating is not really working out for SUNY Poly. This right side of the field for UM-Flint and kind of left side from their perspective is really giving it so much for UM-Flint to kind of conquer here.
Yeah, I mean, oh, another one almost going through. JS putting it on target, but it's unfortunately going to get put off slightly. He's going to remain in possession of the ball, though. Gets another touch, puts it over one. Can he finish it? Not quite, but it's going to be on enemy offensive. Saturn going to look for the touch. Not quite going to get it. Going to steal the boost, though. Going to look to go towards JS. He's going to send it towards the back wall. Not quite going to get the second touch. Saturn going to find one in the corner. Back to Icy. He's going to go up, try to get a touch. Pass one. Gets the flip. And puts it over the second, but can't quite find the goal. And it's going to get cleared out towards UM-Flint's half.
Yeah, and it was going to be such a slow lob here. SUNY Poly with a massive counter-offensive, really looking to kind of try and equalize now as the 2-minute mark approaches. Saturn looking to clear this a little bit further, but JS now still on the ball after SUNY Poly really trying to continue the possession, but now it's UM-Flint back on the offensive.
Saturn finding one demo there, not quite enough to get it through. JS is in the midfield, has no boost though. Randy Marsh is going to contest it early, but it's back to Saturn in this back corner. Gonna get 50 towards mid, but it doesn't seem like there's much that can be done with this ball. I mean, JS is gonna clear it out. Ice is gonna look for the touch. He's gonna find it. Can it be finished? It can't quite. Gonna get cleared towards mid. Gonna get past to JS. Up to Saturn and into the net to send U of M-Flint up 3-0 in this first game.
What a gorgeous pass. It is the triple entendre from U of M-Flint. Absolutely disgusting. A little bit of a triangle pass in that goalie box that really kind of gives you a bit of an idea of the synergy between these three players. Really able to just play super well. I can't imagine what the comm sounded like there.
I mean, yeah, I think it's definitely some great team play coming from them. I mean, their rotates just kind of look a lot better here. And Icy finding a fourth goal, sliding it right under the defender there. And U of M-Flint is just taking so much pressure onto this enemy half, and they're just finding goal after goal.
Yeah, it is just so constant, so consistent from U of M-Flint, and yeah, SUNY Poly really needing to make an answer. But I think in these next 65 seconds, I don't know what they could craft here to really give U of M-Flint a run for their money. There are so many goals, so much more to work off of, and U of M-Flint can really just try and play a swift defense, but a hole appears in their defense. JS very solidly able to clear it out and giving Icy just a little bit more to work with here. They try to regain control of the ball. SUNY Poly look pretty good after that fourth point, but U of M-Flint, I think, really just stalling this game out really nicely.
I mean, yeah, 30 seconds left on the clock here. Can SUNY Poly actually even find a single goal to try to equalize? I mean, another one is just gonna fly right by them. No defenders there to contest it. What is going on?
It was so slow. Icy with the longest bank, the slowest bank, 38-mile-per-hour ball. I mean, that thing, goodness gracious, it just flew by.
I mean, yeah, I'm not quite sure what SUNY Poly's doing here. I mean, some of these rotations simply do not look up to the par of what it's supposed to be with these teams. I mean, we've had many issues just coming in from all of the defenders as a whole. Because look what's going on here. I mean, we're just getting double commits, and I mean, what can they expect? JS could have put in another goal, and it is looking brutal.
Yeah, I think U of M-Flint definitely rubbing salt in the wound here, just getting down to these final seconds, still looking for opportunities on the ball here. And as the kickoff begins, next 4 seconds are going to be pretty quick. SUNY Poly gonna need to look at this next one and really try and lock it through as they make an attempt on the goal there, but it's much too late on the timer.
It is quite the first match incoming from U of M-Flint here. I mean, it just did not quite seem like it was even that close of a match.
Yeah.
Like, not much going on the side of SUNY Poly there. I mean, Saturn starting out with a hat trick at the very start of this game, finding the open net on multiple occasions, and it just doesn't look like it's making much sense here.
Yeah.
I think I definitely saw one of the big issues, even though he seems to be on the top of the leaderboard for their team. Possessed Fork, out of position many times and just not getting great touches on this ball towards the midfield.
Yeah, I mean, it's super unfortunate, I think, for SUNY Poly. Just such a time. Gonna need to really try and reinstill some sort of confidence there, because, I mean, U of M-Flint really gave them a run for their money, to say the least.
I mean, yeah, and they're looking to do it again here. I mean, starting out with massive pressure at the start of this game. JS looking for another touch. Can't quite find it here. Echo's going to look to clear it out. Just kind of fumbles on the ball, though, on the sidewall there. I mean, Icy's just going to look to clear it out. Send it back onto enemy territory.
There it is, Icy. Getting it over the top. Still looking very similar to that first game. U of M-Flint. So much, not quite the touch Saturn wanted there on the ball. Now, SUNY Poly able to conquer off of that. But Icy still keeps it in play on that enemy side. What a slow lob! What is happening?
Oh my gosh. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I don't want to be too harsh, but are we sure this is SUNY Poly's main team here? I'm seeing quite a bit of errors coming in, and Oh, JS almost finding the dunk for the goal there. But SUNY Poly is looking quite rough on a lot of these contests. They're just missing the ball on these open free touches, and it's costing them a lot, costing them all their pressure that they had at UM-Flint's going to look to capitalize. Icy looking for the touch, gets the flip, but can't find the goal. JS just going to take it back and look to take control of the ball here.
Yeah, and that double bounce attempt really solid. And I just think the main thing, UM-Flint, when SUNY is on the offensive, they just find so many opportunities to really send it over without SUNY Poly able to really defend these long, slow lobs all the way over back onto their side. UM-Flint able to start these offensives with such a quick pace as a result.
They're just not quite able to find these touches on these high aerials, and they're really costing them. We'll see if they can seem to adapt here in this game. Score still 0-0. It's going better for them this game, even though the mistakes have become even more evident. Let's see if UM-Flint can look to capitalize on some of these mistakes and get a goal going here. That's one close to the net, not quite going to be on, but it's going to be cleared to the side, and we have another touch on it. It's 50 going towards our side of the net, though. JS going to have to find the contest, and he does. Cleared to the corner. JS going to get another touch on it. Just going to try to look to air dribble it out of mid.
But now, I mean, the first time we've seen some really offensive play from SUNY Poly getting that demo, but really not amounting to much. Still, UM-Flint with so much possession on this ball, so much opportunity. I mean, if you were to look at the absolute graph that UM-Flint has kind of created on SUNY Poly's side of the field, it would just be filled with blue.
I mean, absolutely. They are continuously in possession of this ball, and anytime they're not, they're able to find their way right back to it on repeat. And
SUNY with a nice center of the ball there, but not really going to be able to work off much. UM-Flint now looking for an opportunity, but still there's a little bit of tension here from UM-Flint, unable to quite make it. A double commit to try and save it, and thankfully Icy is there, but Randy Marsh that is able to take advantage of the chaos. UM-Flint now on the back foot after such a really good start, but now I think SUNY Poly finally kind of able to get a little bit more pep back in their step.
I mean, yeah, I think more than it was SUNY Poly's good play there. I think there was definitely just that double commit is what kind of got to the team.
Oh!
JS right down to Icy straight off the kickoff. What a beautiful pass found.
Yeah, UM-Flint was like, we're not going down this game without a fight. There is absolutely no way. 120 seconds, or sorry, 80 seconds left on the clock. Sorry, I can't do math, chat. Don't worry about it. As now it's really down to it. I think this last goal going to be mentally and in a lot of ways in terms of momentum, going to be that final blow that could really cement who's going to take this game here. UM-Flint still continuing a lot of this offensive. Saturn going to be kind of devoid of the boost. JS going to need to follow up as he is also out of it. I think SUNY Poly really playing safely and conservatively with the boost, really want to start this counter-offensive quickly, but it's just going to be a flyer. Possessed Fork able to save it, and it actually nails UM-Flint's goal.
Wow, that is quite the unfortunate thing to happen to UM-Flint there. I mean, unfortunately, they are kind of just all upfield committed to trying to get that goal, and it is just going to find the back of the net, where they're all still trying to recover from that previous shot attempt.
Yeah, and I think it's that committal that UM-Flint has to worry about. Holy moly, JS,
ooh,
okay?
Double flip reset.
This guy, he's freestyling in a comp game. Icy gonna try and pass it over to Saturn. It's gonna be Randy that's gonna really try and continue the offensive as Possessed Fork looks for it. Gonna be bumping right off the top side of that goal. Not quite the crossbar as it continues to get set over UM-Flint's goal. Possessed Fork with a bump, and now SUNY Poly is able to show us a little bit more of what they're made of with 4 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, down 3-1 here. UM-Flint's going to have to find something, either going to this next game if they can't immediately find a goal off this kickoff. And we're going to have to figure out what's going wrong here. I mean, obviously, a lot of mistakes coming in from both sides. And it's starting to become very evident of some of the blaring issues coming in from both of these teams.
Absolutely. So much to think about. I mean, that's kind of the SUNY Poly that I kind of have understood from the very beginning. Just such a team that, you know, when pinned against the wall, they really start to kind of come at you with the mind games, really start to kind of stall the game out until they have an opportunity. And I think that was very evident in a lot of that kind of later gameplay where SUNY Poly was taking a lot of that offensive, realizing UM-Flint was utilizing so much of their boost to really commit to these goals. But at the end of the day, it ended up with UM-Flint kind of being devoid of any defensive potential as a result of not having any.
I mean, yeah. I think that's what it comes down to, unfortunately, here. And let's see if they can start to kind of clean it up here in this next match. And oh my god, at the start, Saturn finding the bottom left of this goal. I mean, they might just be able to hear us.
Absolutely. And I think, holy well, I think Saturn, he took it personally. That last game win from SUNY Poly, I think realizing that maybe, you know, the beginning of that game just didn't have quite enough heat in it, not quite enough oil as
oh no.
Oh, what? How does that happen? How does that get through? What
Echo.
A bank. JS with the confirm.
That was quite the goal there. Echo kind of jumping a little awkwardly at the start there and making it harder for himself to recover. I mean, we're going to look for another possible goal at the start here. Fortunately, not going to find it. Saturn's going to leave it for JS in the midfield. May have been a little unexpected, though. Saturn just going to look to continuously test this and make it sent out towards mid. JS going to find the touch. Maybe look for another off the backboard. Unfortunately, it's not going to find its way there. Going to get sent back out to midfield, and Possessed Fork's going to look to take control of it, but Icy will get the stop. JS will find it towards the corner, looking for another touch. Can't quite find it. They're just going to look to kind of reset it over towards this back corner and move from there. We're over towards the side. Saturn able to find one touch on it. JS maybe looking to get a follow-up. We'll find the touch, but it's still the opposite corner, and Randy Marsh is just going to pick that up and send it back out. But JS finds a contest again. Icy putting it down towards the goal, off the backboard and straight into Saturn's hands, where he's just able to nicely put it in their net.
Yeah, what a nice... Well, I mean, it's just that speed that he really needed to center onto that ball. 72 miles per hour, really, really sending it in. Finally utilizing the boost. I think UM-Flint a little bit more conservative, a little bit more, I think, efficient with their boost usage this time around. Definitely going to be a little bit more weary because I think they realized, too, they exhausted themselves on SUNY Poly's side. So really needing to be wary of these counteroffensives. UM-Flint really looking to adapt as quick as possible. Still a nice solid amount of boost to try and lead back over to SUNY Poly's side as they really look for a nice goal shot there, but not going to quite make it. Certainly a nice try from UM-Flint as SUNY Poly now looking for this offensive, and Saturn stops the play immediately. JS looking to cross it over. Icy all the way at the back, ready to answer. And it's going to be another cross. JS going to be stopped by Randy Marsh. As, yeah, UM-Flint going to be playing a lot wider of a game this time around. So much presence all over the field. Not looking to totally commit just down the center. Looking a lot more at all of these angles here. UM-Flint needing to find a hole in the defense. Icy sending it over. Another bank. Randy Marsh needing to respond.
Icy over to JS here. It's not going to be intercepted by Randy Marsh, though. Icy's going to look to find it again, though, off the back wall. And send it towards this opposing side. Will fake out one. Look to Musty and get it past him with the 50. JS looks to finish it, and Icy with the beautiful setup for JS there to send them up 4-0 in this game. What a beautiful Musty to get the good 50. So, I mean, it's uncontestable.
Really is. I mean, just such a nice hit there. And I think at the same time, U of M-Flint showing us a little bit of their game one colors once again. Up 4. And SUNY Poly once again on the back foot. Just what, what is it that now U of M-Flint have adapted? What is it that SUNY Poly can really do to try and, get U of M-Flint to kind of fall back into those old habits?
I mean, all honesty here, I mean, JS with another goal, setting this up 5-0. I believe that they just need to kind of find these better challenges and better touches towards this midfield. I mean, a lot of these clears are just kind of getting sent back straight into U of M-Flint's hands. And, I mean, SUNY Poly's not able to really hold this ball and hold possession of it in general. I think maybe just kind of stop clearing it off so much and maybe just look to retain this possession that they're getting every so often.
And I think consistently, I think it's a bias we see on SUNY Poly's field. Their left side from where they're facing is so open. U of M-Flint commonly working that corner to death, and it's almost every single goal that they're able to take there. If not, kind of originate that pressure. What a snipe! JS! It's just so solid. Gonna continue that lob right over Echo 4, and it is just a nice long shot from U of M-Flint. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely able to capitalize off that double commit incoming from SUNY Poly. And I mean, 6-0, it's a replica of the first game as of right now. They're looking to send it to even further heights. I mean, this is brutal for SUNY Poly. I mean, it seems that if U of M-Flint's able to kind of get this early lead going, they are unstoppable. Icy looking for another at the top of the net. 7-0.
And I mean, at this point, they don't want this game to end as soon as possible. Every goal scored is another few seconds added to really beat it down. I mean, what do you think, Cora? Like, the point of stalling to the point of, mental degradation. I don't think, okay, I mean, I've seen some pretty bad score lines in my day, as our legacy caster for quite a bit, but what an absolute steamer. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is rough for SUNY Poly. I can't quite say I've seen a scoreline like this in a competitive play in a very long time. And I know that even being down like 4-0 in games like this, I mean...
Ooh, okay, SUNY. Maybe getting a little bit too big for their britches, but then again, they've got 7 points to work with.
At this point, does it matter? Like, does this save the mental of SUNY Poly in the slightest? I mean, I'd have to say no. I mean, being down with a scoreline like this, knowing the game is realistically lost, at this point, it is a go next for SUNY Poly.
Yeah, and then again, I think U of M-Flint, at some points, I do get worried. We see a little bit more holes in the defense now that they are up so high, but I think it's the sheer confidence that also has aura, that also kind of gives SUNY Poly a little bit of pause as they continue to try and work the defense and maybe work a little bit of a counter offense. If they still need to play, they still need to kind of keep those hands warm as, the next game approaches. Technically, by all means, it's still anyone's game, or anyone's series, rather. But, I mean, yes, the game itself is chalked.
Yes, I mean, realistically, this game was over when it was 5-0.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the momentum that U of M-Flint just has been building up here is actually insane.
Okay, yeah.
Looking for another one, trying to make it 9-1. It is still quite the devastating score, being 8-1, but... that is definitely, that's brutal for SUNY Poly.
Yeah.
Replica of the first game, they have just absolutely dominated them. And I mean, where do you think they go from here?
I mean, it's lovely play. And I mean, they've kind of regained their footing. And who knows, maybe this is a bit more of our momentum-based team. Having that really good start really just gives them just more and more and more, and they take and take and take. That's the thing at the end of the day, is it really, U of M-Flint that just kind of needs to get that first goal in just to continue capitalizing, or is it that they were able to fix off of their mistakes from game 2, really the rest of this series will be the decider.
I mean, right. I guess we'll kind of see going into this next one, which is the case. I mean, very evidently those two games looked like it was just they needed that early lead. They needed to get that momentum going and build up that confidence for that game specifically. I mean, hopefully we can see the same out of them from this game, and we're gonna look to get started here in game 4. Looking to take it to match point here, possibly.
Echo sending it deep. Icy gonna be on that defense as Randy Marsh. Gonna pass it straight to Icy. UM-Flint. JS. SUNY Poly. Where was anybody? Oh,
Not
and I
quite
mean,
sure.
You look over to the left, viewers, and it is just no boost from SUNY Poly. They find an angle that they might see, and UM-Flint still has so much leeway. There is no one hanging back to defend that goal, and it is just a snipe for the ages. Once again, that early lead comes through, but will that be the deciding factor for UM-Flint to continue that momentum? Or is it a little bit more game-wide that they need to worry about? A little bit more of SUNY Poly's kind of long game that they'd rather play here, as Saturn gonna regain control for UM-Flint. JS getting pretty dangerous there. Very slow lob. No follow-up as Icy sending it through. Still controlling it in the midfield. Nice dribble. Sending it straight over to Saturn. And it is over the top. What a cross. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Icy.
Yeah, what a pass coming there from Icy. I mean, and then Saturn, another top left shot on the night. He is absolutely disgusting with those right now. He's able to put it out of the defender's reach on like 90% of these shots, and it is very evidently showing why he's, I believe, the top scorer of the series so far. Ooh, he's gonna look for another. He's not quite gonna find it. It's gonna go a little high, but it's just off to JS, and JS is able to put it in. Another amazing start.
And what do you do as SUNY Poly? It is just these momentous starts from UM-Flint that just give us so much to look at in terms of, you know, UM-Flint feeling exceptionally confident going into the rest of this series.
Oh my god, Icy. Oh dear lord.
You're telling me, okay, never mind. I'll save the flame. I will. Believe me, once we're out of groups, we'll see what happens. But certainly, UM-Flint really dominant this series, just absolutely disgusting. And to have the start, and I think, and as you can see here, I think the main thing is UM-Flint is super patient. I think SUNY Poly really making a lot of these plays, and as desperate as they are, they use so much boost, so many resources in terms of their entire like front side committal, every bit of their personnel moving forward, whereas UM-Flint is able to really kind of decide when and where a little bit more handedly. I think it's just SUNY Poly that is committing so much, and I think here it's so easy to see UM-Flint able to send all three of theirs all the way back, keeping Icy right in that goal, able to completely deflect, but SUNY Poly still looks for this offensive, but it might be that they are their own worst enemies, as Randy Marsh tries to send it back over. Icy with the demo. Randy Marsh still not quite the right touch, no. And it is just disastrous. SUNY Poly, if you wanted to find something, it needed to be there, as JS going to respond to a glorious pass from Icy, and it's just this duo that you cannot leave hanging. Goodness gracious, what a shot. And it's, you know, the tension builds high there, but SUNY Poly not able to capitalize.
I mean, this really makes me wonder what could have happened game 2 that if all the other games were going like this, you know, I can only imagine how SUNY Poly must be feeling right now. I mean, they're wondering if they can recreate that spark from game 2 that gave them any chance of any hope in this series. I mean, because this is brutal. JS finding another one into the right side of the net. What does SUNY Poly do anymore?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of that go next potential. Maybe talk about what is going wrong, see how you can address it. And I think, you know, they had a rhythm. They had a really good offensive. Possessed Fork actually with a really nice dribble there. Finally finding a hole in U of M-Flint's defenses. It's not too little too late. Still 120 seconds on this clock, but Saturn just unfortunately a little too high on that. The kickoff begins once again. U of M-Flint still plenty of time to work with, so much to go through, and Saturn just going to be able to play through so many of SUNY Poly's personnel there. Don't know if that was 2 or 3 simultaneous on that ball, but Possessed Fork going to be sending it through Icy. The gorgeous clear. Randy Marsh trying to keep it in play, but it's just going to be sent over for U of M-Flint's offense.
I mean, yeah, Icy with 3 beautiful touches on that same original clear. This shows how well they're able to keep this possession. It's going to be put towards goal, but Icy's going to find another touch. Can't quite find the sidewall read this time, but going to be up to JS. JS not going to be able to find anything. Icy gets a touch over the sidewall, and then just going to look to follow up. I mean, towards the net, but simply not enough. We have defenders back to answer all of what SUNY Poly is sending at us right now, and I mean, can they find anything on this offensive half? It does not look like they can. I mean, they're going to find some contests, but it's not enough. It's going to go past 1, making it go past 2. Icy going to find a touch off the back wall, looking for the double tap. It puts it directly in their net, and we have taken them to Brazil.
This certainly has been a little trip to South America here. Goodness gracious, Icy showing them how it feels to feel a little warm down in the south there. JS going to be sending it off, winning that 50-50. U of M-Flint starting again with an offensive. Oh man, but it's 3 of SUNY Poly's own, all devoted to that one side. There is a little less cohesion, I think. It's just so ball oriented.
I mean, yeah, they all seem to just kind of be ball chasing at this point, if I'm honest. I mean, they all are just one after the other, chasing after what they can see for maybe a goal potential, but they're not working together at all. It's just singular play, and they're not able to capitalize off it. I mean, and it just keeps costing them. U of M-Flint's able to get the ball past them once, and it's by all 3 defenders. All gripped up together. What can they really do? I mean, it looks like this game might end here in Brazil, and we're gonna look to go to Game 5, up 3-1, U of M-Flint.
Yeah, goodness gracious. What a game. What a game. I think, yeah, Flint looking pretty good.
I believe that may have been it. Was it just maybe a best of 5 series?
No, surely
they returned.
not. Surely not.
Okay.
Surely not. They told me it was best of 7.
I was gonna say had some leaves, but I mean, seems Icy's back. They're looking for Echo to rejoin.
Surely.
But, I mean, after that spectacle, I don't know if I'd keep playing either.
I mean, it is a difficult position to be in if you're SUNY Poly. You know,
yeah.
What do you do? There's so much to worry about, so much to think about, and looking for some of these bigger brain plays, the ricochets across the midfield. Some of them are absolutely devastating, and I think U of M-Flint do want to continue that same feel, where SUNY Poly needs to keep sweating, because I mean, Icy's not going to stop, JS is not going to stop, and Saturn certainly not going to stop as he continues to look to center this ball.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're SUNY Poly here, like, what do you even imagine? Oh, looks like they may take this first goal, and let's see if that can help them recreate their magic from Game 2 there. But, I mean, will that be enough? Like, what do you think here at SUNY Poly? How do you feel after these such brutal scores in these past few games?
Yeah.
Do you chalk it up to you guys are doing something wrong, or you're outclassed, or like, what can truly be going on in their heads to see if they can recover in this game.
A little bit more patient from Possessed Fork. JS going to be with that clear. Marsh going to send it into the midfield. Holy moly, my voice lost it. Icy still going to continue just a little bit more. Saturn pushing it through in this corner, but I think SUNY Poly kind of getting their feel a little bit better.
Oh.
A nice center, but Saturn going to send it all the way up. Echo not going to quite get the touch, and now U of M-Flint is able to clear it. Not only that, holy, JS with the vision. He sees it 3 seconds beforehand, and he just lobs it in. Gorgeous.
JS able to trust his teammate there. I mean, Icy had a beautiful pre-flip there to try to get onto the ball and get that pass forward where it's slightly unreachable by either defender. And, I mean, they're going to look to continue this. Saturn taking it up, getting the flip, going to get it past one defender, over to Icy. Icy maybe over to JS. Unfortunately, it's going to be cleared out. And Icy is going to look to just pester them still on this ball. And, yep, just keep getting touches here. Saturn looking to go up for it. And, unfortunately, it's going to be touched by Possessed Fork. And, I mean, it's still looking well for U of M-Flint here. They're able to just keep getting these contests on the enemy side of the field. And they're not able to really answer SUNY Poly. Need to find something here, and they're going to get it to the other side of the field. JS is here, though, and will find the clear over towards the corner, and JS will find another touch after recovering.
Not too much boost on U of M-Flint's side. Be a little bit worried here about this offensive from SUNY Poly. Icy, very patient.
It's a good job by Icy sitting behind the ball, waiting for any potential hit that could really come through. And we're going to look to keep contesting here. Saturn looks for the touch there. Doesn't quite get the flip I think he was looking for. And it's still going to end up on enemy territory here. Saturn finding another touch over towards this quarter. And not quite cleared out by Possessed Fork. It's towards the midfield. No one's quite there to answer at the time it was needed. Icy finds one touch off the back wall, though, and is just able to find another to put it in this net, taking U of M-Flint up 2-1.
And it's just that shot there. Icy so clean with it. That double bounce, really, really solid. And I think U of M-Flint feeling pretty good, and they might want to start racking up the points. And this is where we can kind of see, are they momentum based? Are they going to be able to really continue that offensive, really start to look like they're outclassing their opponent once they finally get that lead? Icy sends it through. Very nice corner shot to center it. It's just so fiery from U of M-Flint.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Putting it towards goal there. Randy Marsh able to save it. Possessed Fork not having a whole lot of options to do with that ball there. We'll find a nice 50 onto 2 defenders, though. Saturn is able to clear it out towards the midfield, though. And they're going to look to instantly contest Echo as he's taking it up this back ramp. He's going to get bumped off the ball, and it's still going to remain in their back half. Saturn's looking to contest, though. We'll kind of take the possession off of Possessive there. And does not look like it'll matter. We'll find 2 beautiful 50s in front of the goal that will land SUNY Poly another goal, keeping them in this series, in this game, and maybe putting them on a slightly better track than they were before.
Yeah, it's kind of down to this for absolute sure. SUNY Poly really pulling out all the stops here on this final point, and U of M-Flint a little open there, but it's similar for SUNY Poly. Saturn going to be looking to keep that control. Echo really wanting to prevent that crossover to the center, but JS with just the right touch. Randy Marsh able to stop any possibility there, but U of M-Flint still looking pretty good. Their boost is recharged. They're going to need to move over to their side to really prevent this counteroffensive.
Over to JS. JS able to clear it out towards Icy. Icy finds one touch. Can he find another to keep it off the defender? He can, but Echo is there to clean it up. But JS is over in the corner to get it over towards Saturn, and it's going to look like it's going to go back downfield. Doesn't look like it's quite in the goal. Oh, unfortunately, it is. Bottom right bounces in, and U of M-Flint's down 3-2 in this match. 40
seconds to really equalize. U of M-Flint is going to have to work for it, despite so much momentum despite so many of these singular matches really coming out on top. It's this match that's really going to have to count in terms of taking the series. They need to be the ones to fully take it down. And it's going to be Possessed Fork that really makes a try, even with a demo in hand. It's not going to be enough. UM-Flint still making it hard for SUNY, but they need to make a move in these next 20 seconds.
Saturn looking for it with the air dribble there, not quite able to find it. JS does get a good 50 over towards mid though. Echo A is able to answer, getting the 50 over towards the side, and UM-Flint has to find something now. The 50 not quite going in their favor. JS able to clean it up though. Possessive Fork gonna look to clear it out. JS not quite finding the touch over to his teammates, and we have to find something at this 0-second mark if we want any chance. It's gonna get bounced down. It is a 2-3 game now, still in UM-Flint's favor, but that is not quite what you want to see after dominating a team so badly in the previous 2 games.
Yeah, and I think now there's a bit of a question. There's a little bit of fog building, right? Both of these teams are like, wait a minute, everything just changed. So you've got to break it somehow. There is either, you know, that question from UM-Flint, like, is this the same team? I'm wondering.
Right.
Like, we gotta figure this out. This is interesting, you know. Everyone now making a little bit much more different moves than before. Everyone kind of changing the play style as the series evolves. And now on game 6, still series point for UM-Flint. SUNY Poly has a lot to answer for, and they begin answering with that first goal of game 6.
That is incredibly scary here for UM-Flint. I mean, historically in this series, it's been first goal that tends to take an early lead, and I mean, even Evanly has taken every game in this series so far, so they're gonna have to figure something out immediately. They want to just take this game 6 and walk away with the victory now instead of having to go to game 7. Gonna find a shot towards goal, and
Ooh.
Saturn is just able to clean up after JS's shot there. A good answer immediately coming out from UM-Flint here. This is exactly what they needed and exactly what they want to start seeing more of in this game 6 here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at the same time, there's that tension continues to build. It's 1-1, and even though UM-Flint is on that winning side, you don't want to kind of be on that back foot after all of this. Saturn now really contesting this ball, but it's going to be SUNY that continues to send it right back over. Icy with a little bit of a double touch assisted by JS as JS continues to keep this ball on the offensive. Saturn now sends it over. Not quite, I think, what we wanted. Maybe a pass over to Icy, but Icy doesn't quite get the momentum on the ball. UM-Flint needing to recontrol this possession, but it is a nice lob that Randy has to respond to. Possessed Fork looking for a little bit more down the center, and it's going to be Randy Marsh that finds the hole. UM-Flint down 1 after just a bit of a misplay there. That offensive not going as well as they'd like it, and I think SUNY Poly really able to just see that small opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely not quite the touch JS was looking for on that clear. Fortunately, kind of centers it there for SUNY Poly, and no one else is really able to get back and answer in quite time. So SUNY Poly will go up 2-1 here, and once again, UM-Flint is down after losing this first goal. Looking to re-answer though. JS looking to contest, sends it off the back wall. No one's quite there to answer. Icy looking from under the goal, can't quite find the angle though, and Saturn's just gonna look to take the 50, and it comes back to SUNY Poly's possession. Gonna look to be contested instantly. JS sending it downfield, but it's right into SUNY Poly's hands again. JS looking for another contest. Echo just kind of clears it off, and Dust Fork clearing it out towards mid. Icy looking for the flip reset, gets the flip pop, looks to send it in! Top left, Icy with the beautiful pop on the flip reset. My God.
That was stylistically, not only mechanically insane, but he just flipped on him.
He just flipped on him. Icy with a beautiful shot send his team back into this game, equalizing at 2-2. Can they find more of that in this game?
UM-Flint needs that nail in the coffin, and they're looking for it. there. A nice bump from JS, really good touch, and it's the double commit there. Saturn really nice onto this ball directly in that center after the gorgeous cross. It is so much from this U of M-Flint team. SUNY Poly, the hearts are beating, and it's 3 minutes left on the clock. They need to equalize now, otherwise this series will slip away.
I mean, yeah, another beautiful goal incoming from U of M-Flint. And gonna look to keep this pressure up. Icy with the flip. Oh, and he's looking for the double tap. Can't quite find it. Beautiful attempt. But he's gonna look to recollect the ball here in this corner. He's gonna get instantly contested. He's able to get the ball out of their half though. Echo is gonna look for the touch. He's not quite gonna find it. He's gonna get recontested on this. Now 2 in the corner. Gonna bounce up. No real angle for a shot. Gonna look to collect it in this backfield. Dust Fork unfortunately does find a nice hit right after the clear. And it's over in U of M-Flint's half. Can they find the angle to defend everything that's coming at them right now?
Big hole there that materializes. SUNY Poly not able to quite take advantage. Saturn with the demo on Randy. And now can U of M-Flint really use this time to their advantage? Icy sends it to the corner, and it is gorgeous from JS.
Right in that bottom right corner. U of M-Flint has been amazing at finding these pocket shots right when they need them. Incredibly hard to defend for Randy Marsh there. Beautifully placed by JS. I mean, what else can you really do there?
That could be the nail in the coffin. SUNY Poly gonna need to really find a little bit more momentum and give U of M-Flint a lot more to worry about. I think SUNY Poly is definitely using a lot of resources. Now they're kind of going back into kind of that desperate play that we see. Echo 4 able to kind of clear it out just a little bit further, but Icy kind of taking advantage. SUNY Poly is exhausted. They have no boost. And it's Saturn. There he is. He's able to completely take advantage. Once again, I'm saying it's just this desperate play from SUNY Poly that leaves them in this turtle on its back. They leave themselves in a vulnerable state where U of M-Flint is able to really just sink it in.
Beautiful play coming here from U of M-Flint. I mean, it is now back to the spots of these other 3 dominating games U of M-Flint had. And, oh, looking for another setter. Not quite able to find it. Icy going to clear it over to JS, so off the back wall, in front of the net. JS, unfortunately, puts it off the crossbar. And it's going to remain in front of their net, though. SUNY Poly going to have to find an answer. Icy puts it over 1. Can't put it over the 2nd. Saturn's looking for it. Can't quite find it. These goals just not able to go in. Icy putting it back in front of the net. Unfortunately, it's going to clear over to the other side. JS looking to keep possession on this side of the field. Possessed Fork going to look to take it out towards the midfield. Saturn finds a hit, finds another. He's going to look to center it for his teammates here. Icy able to find a hit. Unfortunately, Saturn does land on the ball. JS is just going to take it back and remain in possession of this ball here.
Yeah, Saturn really trying to kind of stop the ball's momentum, though I was worried that it would pinch towards U of M-Flint's goal. Thankfully, I think definitely saved it quite a bit. U of M-Flint able to really form up onto this kind of side of the field, and JS.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. There isn't much to say there. Icy with a nice pass over to JS, as we've seen before. Saturn kind of defending that rear, and you know, even as we've seen U of M-Flint so constantly on SUNY Poly's kind of side, they continue to kind of have their rotations in mind. They continue to keep Saturn on that back leg and then continue to rotate each other out to make sure that the defense is still viable. If that ball is cleared, they don't have as good of an offensive as they think, but it's going to be Randy that sends it through, finds a small hole there, but with only 13 seconds on the clock, U of M-Flint seem to already have this series in the bag.
I mean, yeah, realistically here, it seems unlosable for U of M-Flint. 3-6 with 13 seconds remaining. What can you do as SUNY Poly besides hope and just put everything you have into these last 13 seconds? It's going to bounce up right away, and that is not what you want from the side of SUNY Poly. And unfortunately, I think that is going to be the game here.
Yeah, U of M-Flint played their absolute hearts out.
And they find another goal here on this end. I mean, either team, just for the sake of putting one through the net and looking to take it into their next match, you know?
Probably not. Oh, okay. Ooh. Hitting the rail just barely, and now touching the field. U of M-Flint UM-Flint. U of M-Flint able to really give us so much to look at, so much to really celebrate. The boys have absolutely cooked this game.
I mean, yeah, that is what you want to see in this first series. I mean, especially those few dominant games were beyond dominant. I mean, all of these games that they won by margins of at least 3, and what else can you really say? I mean, they had a beautiful performance in the games they performed. Obviously, a few mistakes there in some of those games, and they're gonna look to try to clean those up here in the early season and just move forward. But beautiful gameplay coming out from them here.